Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some more nostalgia critic, and it's going to be Last Action Hero. Oh boy, I absolutely love this movie. It has Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, of course, and it's one of the greatest parts where it says, here's a couple of acres. That scene is absolutely great. But yeah, I've watched Last Action Hero so many times, dear God. I think we've all watched Last Action Hero quite a lot. Maybe you don't like this movie, maybe you do, but I gotta say, I really enjoy this movie, and I have to make that clear before we start this video, because I have a feeling the Nostalgia Critic is going to roast this movie. Yeah, let's check out the video, shall we? Let's go.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it so you don't have to. There's some people that just keep making appearances here at Nostalgia Central. People like Shaquille O'Neal, Pee Wee Herman, Abe Vigoda, and of course the Austrian beef sandwich himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger. What is it about him anyway? He's so goofy and yet so likable. Such a bad actor and yet so entertaining. You can't stop watching him no matter how hard you try. Well, if there's any movie that can make the Arnold formula seem old and stale, apart from all his other ones, it's Last Action Hero.
This was great, honestly. I love this movie. I still do.
You'd think the director of Die Hard and Predator would know something about keeping audiences entertained, but in John McTiernan's big-budget bore-fest, we find that even the most action-packed director can make the most dull, unfunny, and creatively misled of pictures.
Come on.
Now I know what you're thinking. Arnold Schwarzenegger make a bad movie? Surely you jest. Well,
no, Arnold Schwarzenegger has done bad
Action Zero.
movies, but they're good bad
It's a lot funnier
movies.
than most of the jokes in this movie. So we open up with the movie slamming us in the face. Literally. Ow! Violent cinema? We see a bunch of cops lined up around a building where some psycho is holding a bunch of children hostage. Who could possibly save the day?
Put that cookie down!
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger playing
Of
cop
course.
Jack Slater, who has to deal with what most movie cops have to deal with, the typical shouting boss.
You're gonna sit and wait for the real hostage negotiator. The last time you pulled this, John Jitterbug popcorn and decal shit.
Harlem Globetrotters. He then walks across a pointless Tina Turner cameo. Thanks, Tina, your check's in the mail. As he faces one cop who doesn't want to let him pass.
Hey,
Here's a couple of acres.
here's a couple of acres.
That's great.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
You want to be a farmer? Here's a couple of acres.
That's hilarious.
What does that mean?
What do you mean, what's it mean?
Arnold's
He
lines are corny, but they usually make sense.
Kicking the
Is it
balls,
because
couple of acres, it
sounds
aches.
like aches? Is it
Yeah.
because he kicked them so far it's like the distance of an acre? Are his balls the acres? I mean, what's the joke?
It's
Arnold,
funny.
You can't just say random phrases and expect them to magically be funny. You gotta think
You
about
do,
them
he
first.
does. It's
like saying,
hilarious.
you want to be an astronaut? Tricks are for kids. So he gets
But he
to the
doesn't say
rooftop
that.
where we see the psycho holding the kids hostage.
Gave
Oh,
my word
boy.
of honor he could watch you die.
Oh,
Damn.
Stephen Wright, what did you do to yourself?
I'm living on a one-way dead-end street.
And of course, it just so happens that one of the boys being held hostage is Slater's son.
Now lose the gun. All right, I'm unarmed. So let the boy go.
Let the boy go. You know, he has a name.
Yeah.
Being his father, I thought you might be privy to that
Or
information.
let my son go,
But
at
it turns
least.
out the movie is, well, just that. A movie.
Focus! Nick!
Being watched by a whiny little protagonist named Danny. Danny is friends with the projectionist at a movie theater played by Robert Prosky.
The new Jack Slater opens this weekend at the Odyssey.
So being such a good friend, Prosky offers him an advanced screening of the next Jack Slater movie, as long as he finally starts going back to school, which he's been skipping out on quite often. There
We've all
they
done
show
that
films
before.
of a lesser caliber, like Hamlet with Laurence Olivier, the hack.
Hamlet. Oh god, that's a great movie.
And so he goes to heaven.
Talk, just do it!
God! Shakespeare's like the worst writer ever!
Yeah, Shakespeare is
So Danny
awesome.
starts
Don't
daydreaming
fuck
about
with
what the
Shakespeare.
film would be like if Arnold was in it.
Of course.
hand, fair prince.
Who
Who
said
said
I
I'm
was
fair?
fair? I remember.
Enjoy it while you can, Arnold. That's as close to Hamlet
God.
as you're ever going to get.
To be
I think it,
or
or not to be.
Not to be.
I remember every quote from this
Vanity
movie.
by
It's so
name is-
sad.
Insert clever pun
Oh
here.
boy, I've watched this movie so
So
many
he goes
times.
home and gets yelled at by his mom right before she has to head out to work. He sits around, watches some TV, does boring stuff, and then finally gets ready to go see the movie. So he gets ready to head out the door when...
You alone? Okay.
Hello, sudden dark turn.
Move it! Oh, tough guy. Do it. Go ahead. Do it.
Hilarious if he
Yeah,
actually
movie,
did
this
do
is
it.
pretty fucked up right here. So he handcuffs him in the bathroom and continues to roam the place.
You got junk! No jewelry, no VCR.
What'd you
Maybe
expect?
I
It's
should
like a
try robbing
poor
rich
house. Yeah, rob rich people.
So, after that pointlessly disturbing detour, Danny heads to the movie theater where Brodsky is waiting.
Is the print ready to roll?
Oh, just a minute, young man. Aren't we forgetting something?
The magic ticket.
Ticket. And have I got just the one?
Yeah, boy.
That's about your age. Harry Houdini played this theater, and he made a gesture. Houdini did. Like this. And all of a sudden, this was in his hand. And he said,
You're starting to scare me.
This is a magic ticket. It was given to me by the best magician in India. It was given to him by the best magician in Tibet. It's a
Okay,
passport.
film, we already have one strange dark turn. We don't need another.
Come on, it's still a good movie. Stop roasting it. Just let it flow like beautiful wine.
Now it's yours.
Right! Time for another Sonic Says.
Oh, Jesus, what Sonic says. Oh, boy.
Hey kids, strangers may offer you all sorts of things to get you to come with them, like movies, magical tickets, and a lot of other horse shit. But chances
fidget
are they're
spinners.
just trying to touch your bathing suit area, and that's no good. So if a stranger, especially Robert Prosky, tries to touch your chili dog, just get on to it.
Your
So he
chili
takes the ticket,
dog.
which I
Oh,
guess was made out
God.
of Tinkerbell board, as he starts
Oh, you
showing the
waited
movie
for
for Danny to watch. We see a guy being
God,
interrogated by a
badass
mob
intro.
boss, played oddly enough by Anthony Quinn.
You want me to make him operate on you?
I would make an Anthony Quinn joke, but none of you would get it. We then cut to Jack Slater, entering his home as he sees his old friend conveniently right before he dies.
Tony Vivaldi and the Torelli mob are joining forces.
Frank. Frank.
What the hell even killed him? Is watching Arnold do drama really that bad?
It's a movie. Well, a movie within a movie, because they're in a movie. This is a movie, so to speak.
It's a bomb!
Of course! The bomb was wired to the card somehow!
2 days to determine.
Lethal
Did the
weapons.
saxophone just laugh at him?
That lethal weapon
So the
sound.
chase begins.
I'm too old for
Hired
this
goons
shit.
are sent to shoot up Slater when suddenly the magic ticket actually transports Danny into the movie.
This is where it gets great.
How are you?
I'm Danny Madigan. I'm a kid. You're driving with no hand.
I think it's easy if the practice a lot.
I bet you didn't know that my butt cheeks have their own license.
I is that guy. Cold of phrase.
Oh god, I love that.
The bad puns, the voice, the hard rock. I'm in a horrible Schwarzenegger movie.
So he plays chicken with this truck, which somehow explodes before hitting the building. As
Yeah,
he crashes
that's-
into
Pretty strange.
the Benny Hill show?
Come on, it's a movie within a movie. It's not
So
supposed
the
to
kid is
make
taken back
sense.
to the police station where he comes across Sharon Stone from Basic Instinct and Robert Patrick from Terminator 2.
Jack, did you see that?
You know, movie, I'm not sure if you know this, but cameos have to make sense. Just because those two people were in movies doesn't mean it necessarily makes
boy.
sense to have them in your movie. I mean, it's like having a cartoon cat running around all over the place. What? What the hell is that? Are you serious?
It's a
Why is there
movie.
a
Come
cartoon
on.
cat there? That
It's a
doesn't make
movie
any
within a
sense.
movie.
He's supposed to be back on duty. He was only suspended for a month.
No
Duty.
movie, no! There is no reason a cartoon cat should be there. And it's like saying Little Richard's in the movie.
Well, it's a magic ticket, so you can't really keep rational explanations on it.
I will never miss the premiere for a second.
Jim Belushi.
I just want to be there when it happens.
MC Hammer.
Look, deal's done, right?
Humphrey Bogart.
He's looking at you, kid.
Oh boy.
Chevy Chase and Damon Wayans walking side by side. What is going on? Why are there so many pointless random cameos? Am I in the Twilight Zone? I mean, movie, just because you can have someone in your film doesn't mean you should. It's like having... No. I mention that person's name, they might spontaneously jump out of somebody's anus. Let's just keep watching the movie and be done with it. So,
Okay.
I guess the joke behind some of these strange cameos is that every cop at the station is supposed to be delightfully mismatched. You know, like those buddy cop movies you see all the time. So one cop might be teamed up with a rabbi, a chubby slob will be teamed up with a neat freak. And yes, one cop gets hooked up with a cartoon cat.
I'm getting a flea bath later. Join me?
While the idea could be kind of clever, it still makes no sense. Why are all these mismatched cops in this buddy movie? I mean, you don't see Mel Gibson and Danny Glover teaming up with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yet. But the point still remains.
Yet.
Buddy movies just deal with one pair of buddies, not 5 or 6. No other movies work that way.
No one likes a smart ass.
True.
Slater gets called in to be yelled at by the chief as the kid keeps pointing out all the cliches pretty much before the audience can.
I'm willing to bet that everyone has a 555 number. There are no unattractive women here. I was just in a real police station, and this is much nicer.
Kid, leave the plot holes to me, okay? It's my job. So he goes into a Blockbuster video store trying to prove that there's an actor called Arnold Schwarzenegger and that he's made dozens of hit films. What he finds, I have to admit, is kind of...
Sylvester's phone.
No, it isn't
I
possible.
remember this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know, I'll
Sylvester's
be
phone.
back.
Played Terminator.
For you, you know, and, I just want to go the distance.
I mean, where are the ordinary, everyday women? They don't exist because this is a movie.
No, this is California.
And one day
Well,
I will
that sums it
dominate.
up.
So we get some scenes of them talking, then some more scenes of them talking, and then some more scenes of them talking.
Come on, it's good.
You just revolutionized the entire...
You know, guys, speaking isn't exactly Schwarzenegger's strong point. Can't you give him a gun or a bomb or even a free suit? I don't care, just give him something! Finally, they're going to visit the bad guy and his deadly assassin.
Make no mistake, they are exceptionally well trained.
That's crazy. I
Movie, are
know.
you on drugs?
It's a movie
So, yeah,
within a movie. It's
don't
supposed
really
to be.
get any answers, and they just decide to leave. Oh, good. How wonderful. Thank you for that, movie. I really thought you were gonna fuck up there and do something exciting for a minute. Please, tell me there's another long, drawn-out scene of just two people talking. Yes! Yes! I am so happy to think we could be wasting our time with gunfire, explosions, and exciting chase scenes. But no, an uninteresting crime plot and a whiny little brat with girly hair is far more interesting. Hurrah! Her fuckity-rah! Blow something up!
Oh, the nostalgia critics lose again.
Or a hot chick, that helps too.
Yep, I'll go with that.
So Slater drops off the kid with his incredibly attractive daughter as he drives off to have a flashback. He remembers back to his son, who it turns out was murdered twice, for some reason, as the movie's editor decided, as they're suddenly approached by the assassin.
You harm a hair on her head.
Stop!
I love this scene. Boop. I love the sound effect. The sound effects of that is
Wow, that'd
great.
be really threatening in 5th grade. For God's sake, stop screaming and do something!
Ooh.
You
Damn.
okay? Okay, lady, I don't think you understand the purpose of screaming. You scream when you're in trouble. You're not the damsel from the Dover Boys cartoon. But Slater arrives to help.
Hi.
Alright, that's one cool scene. So they have a little fight as the bad guys ride off in their car. But Danny grabs a girl's bike, which belongs to the grown-up daughter, as he heads them off at the pass.
Chicken it is.
Kid,
Oh,
what
boy.
the hell is wrong with you? You're on a girl's bike, they're in a fucking car!
Yeah, he's crazy, but it's a movie, so...
This is gonna work. It's a movie. I'm a good guy. This has got to work. Oh, shit. I'm a comedy psychic.
And a rather unfunny one that we'd like to see get pulverized.
Here's the E.T. scene.
E.T. phone liars! So the kid, still thinking the whole movie bit is funny, tries to prove to Slater again that this is all a film.
Say this.
Grow up.
Just say this one word. You can't. You can't possibly say it. Because this movie is PG-13.
Damn.
Now they're not online, fuck shit titty cock. So we go back to the police station where, once again, we get a screaming fest from the angry chief.
With the smoke coming out of his ears. This baby is hilarious.
He's turning into the Micro Machine guy.
This is the Micro Machine Man, presenting the most miniature motorcade Micro Machine. Each one has dramatic details, perfect trim, tremendous styling, precision paint jobs, rushing wheels, Micro Machine cars of vast variety, including Lamborghini, Grand Am, Corvette, 4x4 blades.
And by the way, yes, that is steam coming out of his ears.
Yes,
Did I
hilarious.
mention that this movie was PG-13? As in, no one above the age of 13 would find this funny?
Give me your bag.
I thought it was
Slater is
hilarious.
laid off, which of course means they're gonna stop the crime boss on their own. Somehow they find out that this body at a funeral is going to explode with some sort of nerve gas. I don't know, just play along. As Slater and Danny are confronted by his old partner played by F. Murray Abraham.
Sorry, Jack. I didn't want it to go down this way.
But I haven't played the good guy in the movie yet, so here we are.
Please! Man, are you an idiot? You made the classic movie mistake. Don't explain so much.
Yeah.
Shut up.
But Quinn gets the drop on the kid as they chain our two heroes together.
I have to go and establish my alibi. Arrivederci.
I look forward to you totally forgetting this performance. But they're saved by the cartoon cat. Yep, a Schwarzenegger movie where he's saved by a fucking cat! As he goes up to the funeral and tries to get the body away from the people.
His man's not dead! Can somebody help this man here? Look, elephant!
Elephant.
So while Danny is probably wondering why he couldn't have gotten transported into Debbie Does Dallas, he manages to operate a crane that helps Slater get off the roof in one of the strangest slow-mo shots ever. This is what I like to call the Wile E. Coyote. I do not actually fall.
Reminds me of the
until I
Die
realize there
Hard
is
scene
nothing supporting
when
me.
he's falling
This
off.
style of slapstick comedy was originated in the 1940s. Warner Brothers was beginning to make its mark in...
I was just about to tell them about the golden age of cinema animation! I eat you! I eat you all!
So they save
Damn.
the day while the assassin guy gets the magic ticket and starts to discover exactly what he can do with it.
I can move through parallel worlds, in and out, ink, steal whatever I want.
But not before Slater politely knocks at the door.
That is a polite way for him.
Don't move. All right, Slater, I'll go quietly.
The hell you will.
We're going to have an exciting climax and a thrilling conclusion.
This is for my daughter's black eye!
Usually when I do that, it leaves a hole.
There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom!
So Slater and Danny travel into the real world, where Slater discovers things don't work quite like he thought they would.
Here's another explosion for your movie, kid.
Doesn't work that way.
Not a word. Not one word.
My acting, it doesn't seem to fly here. Nobody finds it credible. They just laugh at my accent. So just as you're saying to yourself, shouldn't this movie be over by now? The film prattles on mostly as Slater just mopes around and faces the reality that he's a fictional character.
Gives you nightmares the rest of your life. But you're fictional, so who cares? I'm sorry, but I don't find it so new and exciting to discover that my whole life has been a damn movie.
That would suck.
This is the real world. With magic tickets that suck you into realms of fantasy. It's an everyday occurrence.
Yeah.
So through a long series of boring events, they finally realize that the assassin is going to attack at Arnold Schwarzenegger's premiere of the new Jack Slater movie.
Benedict is gonna kill Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger? No, Slater.
Bingo.
Bingo! Except...
Bingo.
No! That makes no sense! But screw it, let's just get to the climax of this sucker. So the assassin goes and brings back that Stephen Wright guy as he plans to use him to kill Schwarzenegger the actor.
Rip, come here. What brings you here tonight?
I just wanted to tell people that they can save a lot of money by switching to Geico. Even a caveman can do it.
Damn.
By the way, this is where we get a lot of those weak cameos I mentioned before. They walk in front of the camera and then wonder what they did to deserve such piss-poor treatment. Well, we all know what Van Damme did, but I digress. So he tries to kill Arnold and fails, but he kidnaps the kid and takes him to the rooftop. Gee, for the real world being nothing like a movie we've just seen, this is in fact looking a lot like a movie we've just seen.
It's now between you and me. So let the boy go.
Now, we've played this number before, haven't we, Jack?
You're just angry because I have 12 more teeth than the average human being. Slater defeats the Psycho, but then gets hunted down by the assassin, who of course reveals his evil plan.
You want Dracula? I'll fetch him. Dracula?
Dracula would
I can
be
get
great.
King Kong.
King
Have a
Kong.
surprise party for Adolf Hitler.
Damn.
Hannibal Lecter can do the catering.
Oh, Hannibal
All I
Lecter
have
would
to
be
do
great.
is snap my fingers and they'll be here.
That's actually a pretty cool plan.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, I
I
can't
like
wait to
this
see
guy
the
already.
possibilities that come out of this. Of course, just ruined the only cool premise in the entire film. Fucking cockblocker.
You think you're funny, don't you?
So Arnold gets the gun and shoots the bad guy, who somehow explodes. Again, real world, isn't it fascinating? As the ticket falls and actually releases the Grim Reaper from the Seventh Seal. Because, yeah, everyone who sees Last Action Hero is gonna know what the hell the Seventh Seal is.
Isn't that
Danny
playing
tries to
chess
take
with
an
the
injured
death or
Slater and
something
get him
like that?
back into the movie. Why? Because in the film world,
Seventh
his injury
Seal.
would only be considered a flesh wound, and apparently
chess
not
with
killing.
the dead or
So
something like
Dad,
that,
played
Reaper.
oddly enough by Ian McKellen, gives Danny some helpful advice.
If I were you, I might be looking for the other half of the ticket.
One ticket to rule them all, one ticket to battle. Get it. So he finds the ticket and gets him back into the movie, where the doctors fix him up so he can go back to duty. The kid has had an amazing adventure. He reunites with the Prosky character, and they all live happily ever after. There is just one tiny detail that they overlooked.
What?
The fucking Grim Reaper is on the loose! I mean, we never saw him go back into the movie, and we even saw him kill a few people in the real world.
True.
Isn't this, I don't know, a big fucking deal? Maybe it was meant to be saved for the sequel, Last Action Hero 2, Death Takes a Holiday. But luckily we never saw it, because this film tanked at the box office. And why should it? It's dull. I mean, it is so boring. Granted, some of the ideas have promise, and there are one
Come
or
on,
two
it's
jokes
a
that
good
work,
movie.
but mostly it's a very clumsy, boring action film.
It's supposed to
My
be.
advice,
It's
I'd
that
rather listen to
style.
that Put That Cookie Down remix a million times before ever watching this movie again.
Oh god, not the remix.
Put that cookie down, down, cook it down.
Oh boy.
I'm a nostalgia critic, I remember it so you don't have to.
Put that cookie down.
Cookie remix. Is that the end of the video? I think that's the end of the video. Oh, yep, that's the end of the video. For some reason it was just, I don't know why he added a sort of black screen at the end. But that was weird. Yeah, The Last Action Hero, I disagree with the Nostalgia Critic, I'm sorry, but I really enjoyed the Last Action Hero. I'm sure it's got a horrible Rotten Tomatoes score and stuff like that. But I really enjoyed The Last Action Hero. It's a film you can watch over and over again. I mean, it is cheesy, but it's supposed to be like a movie within a movie. So you can't really take it seriously. You know, you got. I mean, it's supposed to be. I mean, but anything with Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, it's gonna be a bit cheesy. You know, you can't take it 100% serious. You know, because we all know when Arnold's in a movie, it's gonna be you're gonna have to give it a chance. But yeah, tell me down below in the comments if you enjoyed Last Action Hero, because I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed The Last Action Hero. I think it was a great movie. So I don't quite understand why. I can understand why he's criticizing it, but I wouldn't say it's a bad movie. I wouldn't say it's terrible. Oh god, it's the worst movie ever. It's a respectable movie, and I've watched it plenty of times, and I'm sure you've watched it plenty of times too. But if you disagree, if you think The Last Action Hero isn't as good as you want it to be, or you don't like it, it's got cheesy puns, bad comedy. Tell me down below. Tell me why you don't enjoy the movie. But I gotta say, I enjoyed the movie. It was just I can't explain it, but it was just cheesy. It was one of those cheesy Arnold movies that you gotta really enjoy. Yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give a like, comment down below, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.